have you join us today for Coffee with a Counselor. The point of these videos that we're going to share once a month throughout the year is to just give you as parents and as families resources to talk about some things that need to be talked about that sometimes can be a hard topic. So this first one, what we wanted to do was just introduce you to the school counselor role. Sometimes that's an ambiguous, kind of hard thing to pin down. And so in order to do that today, we're going to look at what a school counselor does and what a school counselor does not do. And hopefully that'll clear things up for you. So let's go ahead and get started. School counselor and figuring out what that means and what the school counselor does. First, I wanted to share some information from the American School Counselor Association about the role of a school counselor. According to ASCA, school counselors are certified licensed educators who improve student success for all students by implementing a comprehensive school counseling program. So to get a better idea of what that means, let's talk about what a school counselor does and what a school counselor does not do. So what a school counselor does. The first thing that a school counselor does is serve all of the students in the school. Many times there's an idea that the counselor only works with students who are struggling socially and emotionally, but that's just not true. We also do a lot of preventative work by teaching social and emotional skills to all students. We also can help your students academically by working with them on study skills and executive functioning strategies like organization and time management. One way we do this is by working with students in different settings, in classroom guidance lessons, in small groups, and individually. The level of service your child receives depends on what he or she needs and would benefit from most. We also want all students to feel safe here at school and also at home. So to do this, school counselors make sure to touch base and collaborate with teachers and families as needed. And lastly, I want you to know that as school counselors, we care about all of the things your child is experiencing, not just the struggles or the hard times. We love to see your children learning and growing, so don't forget to share those things with us as well. We already touched on this first one, but it's important to know that a school counselor does not just work with students who get in trouble frequently or are going through a hard time. We care for and support all students at the school. We also do not determine disciplinary actions or punish students. While we work with students on making positive behavior changes and understanding their feelings, our job is not to discipline your child or to get them in trouble. Because we work with all students, we are not trained to do long-term mental health counseling than we can provide, or you're looking for something long-term, we would love to help you connect with a mental health provider in your area. One thing that is important to remember is that what is said in the counselor's office by students or families is confidential. This means that we will not share what you or your student tell us unless you ask us to, or if someone is unsafe. If students tell us that they are being harmed, are harming or wanting to harm themselves, or are harming or wanting to harm someone else, we will inform the necessary parties to keep everyone safe. Along the lines of confidentiality, please know that we will not judge you or your children for what you tell us. We are here as a support for your child, and our hope is that everyone feels comfortable to be open and honest. All of that being said, we do not have a magic wand to fix every problem your child might be experiencing. But please know that we are committed to working with you and other school staff to make sure your student has the support to be the best possible version of him or herself. On this slide, you will see the contact information for the elementary school counselors in the MSC of Martinsville. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, anything you feel the counselor needs to know, feel free to reach out to them via email or by the phone. We are so thankful for the work that we get to do and the ways that we can support and help your students as they go throughout their school career. We hope this information was helpful and helped clarify the role of a school counselor and what services we can provide your students and for your families. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you next time for Coffee with a Counselor.